Thank you for joining us here at the library. My name is Christian Arsenault. I'm the superintendent and principal of the Fishers Island School. Also a very proud board member of the Fishers Island Library, and I've served in that role since my family and I moved here 8 years ago now, so we've been working with the library since then. Super strong partnership between the library and the school, and we thank them for all the support at the school. Thank you to everybody for joining us here on a Tuesday night. Your support allows us to bring programs like this to this library all season through the summer and in the off season. If you enjoyed tonight's program, please consider making a donation to help us continue to bring programs like this to the library all throughout the year. Please join us again tomorrow night for author Beatrice Williams, who will join Liz Cook in conversation about her newest novel, Under the Stars. Saturday, September 6th, in partnership with Lighthouse Works, we will welcome Lighthouse Works visiting writer Paul Harding, whose most recent novel, This Other Eden, was shortlisted for the Man Booker and finalist for the National Book Award. You can see all of our events on fishersisland.net or visit our website at filibrary.org. You can also join our email list so we can give you information right to your inbox. Tonight, we are very pleased to have Islander Geb Cook share his tale of crossing the Atlantic. So please give it up to Geb Cook.
Thank you. Thank you, Christian. It's great to see so many familiar faces. They're all familiar faces. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about a trip I made last November aboard the sailing vessel Jack. I'm going to start off by telling a little bit about myself. Then I'll talk about the boat and what it was that we joined to make the crossing. About myself, in my early 20s, I went out on an adventure. I said I'm going to hitchhike to Australia by boat. I started out, I found my way, I got down to the Virgin Islands, and while I was down the Virgin Islands, and I was successful in getting to New Zealand, but in the Virgin Islands, I met someone who was also looking to make their way to Australia or New Zealand. And the two of us agreed that whoever finds the boat first would contact the other. And together, I found a boat in Antigua, and together we sailed to Tahiti, where I continued on the boat I was on, and he had reasons to get off. But that friendship has lasted all these years, and we had agreed at that time that someday we're going to cross the Atlantic. And this past year, he was able to make that happen. He chartered a 75-foot McConaughey Catamaran. McConaughey is well known for performance cruising boats, all carbon, very fast, very comfortable. The boat was less than a year old. We kind of felt like we were in a shakedown because we had a lot of breakdowns with the boat, but nevertheless, it was well appointed. We had four staterooms with ensuite bathrooms, hot and cold showers. I've never had anything like this before. Hot and cold showers. There was a cruise quarters, large. You'll see some pictures of the main deck and all the comforts of home. But it was a very nice boat, fast boat. We had some really experienced ocean racers on board with us, people we'd sailed with before, and they were interested in sailing on a McConaughey, so they joined us. What they joined us on was the ARC, the Atlantic Rally for Cruisers. It is a means, safety numbers, means to get from the Mediterranean to the Caribbean for whether it's winter sailing or charter season. There were a total of 149 boats that started, and divided in different classes. Some people were, in fact, racing. We made a race out of it. We had fun, and we were in the catamaran class, of course. What else I want to tell you about the? So we all flew to the Canary Islands, and we spent a week in Las Palmas in training on the boat, because none of us had been on this boat before. So we got to learn how everything worked. We went out and sailed every day. We up and down with the sails, man overboard drills, everything safety. We all had our vests with EPIRBs on them, should anybody fall over. And we were well prepared before we started a week later. We all stayed, we didn't stay on the boat at that point. We all stayed in a hotel. After getting into the boat every day, we would go and have a crew dinner at a nice restaurant and just had a great time. Once we started on that Saturday, off we went, and I have a little 10-minute video that I want to show you all. This is all about our trip.
A dozen blue water sailors set off from the Canary Islands to the Caribbean with the ARC 2024. Winning a race like that takes more than being a good sailor. You need a crew with teamwork in their DNA, a generosity of spirit, and, of course, a sense of humor. When Byrne Murphy chose his boat, a first of its kind McConaughey 75 Catamaran, he made sure he had the right team to sail it. That's how Team Jack came together.
We've got 12 people trying to do 4 jobs really, and there's a lot to get through in a short period of time. I've been looking at the start date, and in the moment, it's looking a bit like headwinds. Great conditions, lovely boat, great team.
Tour of our deluxe staterooms. Beautiful view outside. Bed divided. A little bit of storage. Pretty good living. What are you doing there, big guy?
Tightening my belt. Drew doing a little bit of work all the way up there. Boat's all getting ready for the arc. You can see the flags.
Okay, so this is where it started. The Iberian Ham. This was the source of the idea.
But there's very little wind on the start and for several days. It's been a good week in Las Palmas. Everybody's eager to get on the boat and head for St. Lucia.
On our way to Jack, and our goal is line honors on the 2024 arc. All good, except for one little problem. There's no wind. So we'll have to deal with that. So see what happens.
We need to keep a good lookout for boat-on-boat action, I think, in terms of the build-up to the start. The weather, we've got quite a strong front the other side of Tenerife, which has got a lot of lightning and thunder on it. I'm sort of a view at the moment to hedge this a bit and stay pretty close on the run line, and then make a decision when we're about here about how far we get up there, because we've got those waves there as well. Any thoughts? Bingo.
We've started. We're upwind of the fleet. Fly the code. We'll get going.
We needed the week to get to learn this boat, because you don't walk on a boat like this in Hermano wholesale and understand everything right off. Secondly, the teamwork was exemplary. Everybody showed up a week ahead of time and sacrificed, whether it was their job pressures or family pressures, to get here. And I think that's worked like magic. That glue as a team is going to matter. We're off and we're thrilled.
The start was 3 knots of breeze, a lot of boats. We had a nice clean start. We're hoping to get through the doldrums and out into clean air to reach all the way to St. Lucia.
The wind started picking up. We had a couple more sails up, sails down. And we've had sails up for quite some time now. I want to say 4 or 5 hours. It's exciting.
Day 3 in the Big Brother house. So number 1 on the list, which I thought was quite a major one, was Tigers unveiling at the Hammock.
I'm wiping 5 years of gold.
The first slices.
It all started coming together on the weather really for us. Mickey has been stressed a few days, hasn't been cracked many funnies. All the models are coming together. It's pretty obvious now we're out on a limb, away from everybody else, and hopefully looking good. Friday we'll be off on the express train.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, that smells so good. So American. Bacon wrapped turkeys.
We're running for the northwest corner, hoping to get to the other side of the front. It's a big bet, high risk, high return, but we don't think there's any other crew with navigator like Mickey or the kind of tools he brings to the table. So we're looking more and more like outliers. But on the other side of this front, we're expecting 20, 25 knot winds. If it works, it's going to work big.
We have already screwed up a few things. The starboard centerboard apparently is not doing so well. Ripped the spinnaker or the Code Zero already. The waves kind of were just going underneath the hulls. Then we're getting headed down further and further and further. Just noticed that the autopilot was like 30 degrees off at times. We surfed down a wave, caught the other hull, and just shot straight up. And we went straight into the wind with the Code Zero. Had to pull out the staysail.
On the chopper.
So this is what you get out in the middle of the ocean without a Code Zero. We need Bowen fixing this thing and Grim bringing us some fabric.
Took down the Code Zero, had rips in it, hauled it into the main salon, spread it out. Al and Drew did a wonderful repair. We found other rips in it. They repaired as many rips as they could find. Then as a full team, we gathered together and we rolled the whole thing back up. Then we put it away. With the wind dying, we hoisted the Code Zero up. The repairs look fantastic. It unfurled miraculously. When we see steady winds of 20, 25, we're probably going to have to furl up the Code Zero again. The position we're currently in, we need strong winds.
Everything's good, 18, 20 knots through, and then all of a sudden, bang! Didn't know what it was, but the code came down, the horn went on, the team came up, gathered it up, and it turns out the hide flowed.
Stop the picture there.
No damage to the code, but in the course of slowing the boat using the main, we popped the cap, which is, I don't know, 35 feet long, but we're going downwind, so not an issue.
So a wave came in last night, drenched everybody. Entire cabin is soaked. These are our blankets drying out, crap all over the floor. Trying to dry out a bunch of mattresses on a beautiful trade wind day.
I don't know who was driving at the time, but they managed to get a broadside wave that managed to get in every single cabin, apart from Alan's cabin. So I think it was Alan who was driving at the time.
So there was chafe. The main sheet line, was fixing that. Rigger extraordinaire.
It's been a big day. We've had the trade wind's been beautiful. The pressures have caught up with the boat. We've pressed the boat so very hard. An unbelievable effort by our riggers here, Al and Drew. Incredible. After 15 days of incredible effort by everybody on board, we remain, can you believe it, in first place in the multi-hull division. And we're about 130 miles from coming around the finish line, and it has been really, really glorious, for which I thank everybody.
67 miles to go. We're in the final stretch, 3,000 miles. And hot on our tail is addiction. Been battling with them for thousands of miles. It's the first that we've seen them. The sprint is on. You can see the land right next to it.
Come on, take a bite out of that thing.
5 seconds, guys, that's safe. Coming up.
So the whole premise when we left, what was our goal?
Yeah.
Line honors. What did we get? Line honors. Hoorah!
I think that I shall never see as motley a crew as here have we. A mixed brew of Brits, Welsh, and Yanks inhabit this vessel of old sailor crank. From yonder they came, ocean racers, they claim, to sail from the African coast to St. Lucia, they loudly did boast. It's a race, a regatta, nay, a rally. No matter, but never, never tally. No engines for our use, perhaps that's just a ruse. We carry Liam, Cam, and Quint, Al, Tig, Mickey, all are hell-bent. Joined by old Jeb from Tahiti, who now speaks fluent Swahili. Held civil by sweet Rachel, driven hard by Willie and Drew. It's Morgan's boat to race, fully stocked with England's best brew. Invited by Byrne, organized at all turns. Sea swells to churn with that silver yet to earn. Oceans of miles to cross, hundreds of meals to prepare. It's culture over all we seek. We sail with nary a care. So if you spot the yacht Jack, I caution you, jump back. We sail and drink with a smile, having endless fun, mile after mile. Go crew! Go!
So it was a great sail. Fortunately, we didn't have any really bad weather. It was we had some weather, but as you saw, we ripped sails, we broke halyards. But for the most part, it was nice downwind sailing. Sometimes we didn't have wind, but sometimes we had a lot of wind, and it was a great boat to be on. And I want to thank you all for coming. This is a lot of fun.
Thank you so much, Jeb. It's really incredible story, and glad you're out there and got to experience it and share with us. We welcome everybody to refreshments afterwards. Please join us for future library events, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer. Thank you all for being here.